Hi, today I'm going to have a look at this little bundle, but since I already know that they're all lights, they're actually all solar powered lights, I'm going to open them up and then we can have a look at them one at a time. Here they are. As you can see, I have unbagged them all. Let's start with this one. It's called a pool light. No, not because you put it in the pool, because the idea is that you mount it that way so it sits on the edge of the pool and shines directly into the pool via the LED that is here. But being as it's a pool light, I can already see a problem. No, not the fact it's just come on. If you look here, you can see green. No, nothing against green. It's just that is a hole. And that is actually inside of the light. So even if it is mounted up that way, if you put it where you're supposed to, by the edge of a pool, how long before the water being splashed gets in there and corrodes it? I don't think it's a particularly good design. But there you go. Let's move on to the next one. Solar panel on what is the front. Small LED at the bottom. Small LED at the top. On the back it has two keyhole slots for mounting and a switch that obviously turns it on or off. Yeah, there we are. It's on. The idea of this one is that you put it near your house number, be it above or below, and it shines up a small glow just so that people can see your house number. You'd be surprised how useful that is. I quite like the look of this one. Don't know why, just do. It's plastic, obviously. Solar panel at the front. When this is mounted, it's that way round, therefore that becomes the front at an angle. Here it has a passive infrared movement sensor. Next to it is a switch. So presumably you mount it, and then as someone approaches your premises or wherever you've mounted it, it detects them and lights up for a set duration. As you can see, this one's got 28 LEDs, so should be, in theory, considerably brighter. It also has a passive infrared movement sensor on the front. You might be wondering, where is the solar panel? Well, that's around the other side. The idea of this one is you clip it to something, because it opens up. So you clip it onto something, maybe the top of a fence or something like that. Obviously you wouldn't put this in the front of your house in case someone comes along and takes it away. Yeah, proof of the pudding is going to be in eating. The only thing I'm not particularly happy about is, if you look, you can see inside there now. You can see cables for it. Yes, I know you've got to connect one half to the other, but if you can see cables, rain's going to get in there as well. So is the snow. You might be thinking, yeah, but it's slightly waterproof, it's sealed. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but having snow sitting on it, which is cold, isn't going to do that good. Yes, not instantly, but it's going to chill it down, and eventually it's not going to do the cables a lot of good. I'd rather have them sealed inside than outside, but obviously that's the way it's been made, so we'll have to see. Again, there's a switch here. Oh, look at that. It sits being dim and then comes on brighter when it sees movement. Yeah, I like that idea. My only reservation is because it does have so many LEDs, how long will the battery last? Obviously it depends upon the size of the battery, But usually these things, they're done at a very cost price. Now we have this one. It's got loads of LEDs, 4 panels of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it also has a passive infrared movement sensor and solar panel at the top front. I'm gonna guess it's not charged up enough. Fine, because they've only just come out of a box. The next thing to do is to mount them outside. Incidentally, none of these lights cost more than £4. They all come from AliExpress. Let's go outside. Welcome back. As you can see, I've mounted the 5 LED solar lights. It's not bright outside, but then again it wouldn't be. It's autumn. But you haven't got to worry, because these LEDs will light up and be nice and bright and nice for hours and hours. That's what they say. Somehow don't think so. We'll come back later on when it's dark and we'll see how we're doing then. But I don't hold my hopes up. Here we are, several hours later. As you can see, 3 of them are already on. Number 2 and 3 don't have a movement sensor, so they come on when it's dark. They just give out an ambient glow. Fine. Number 1 has a movement sensor, as does number 4, and as does number 5. I shall now move. 4's come on. Let's move a bit closer to number 3. Let's move closer to number 2. There we go. As you can see, that's quite bright. But number 5 decide for yourself. Let's push the button. No, push the button again. No. As always, it's actually up to you which ones you buy, but 2 and 3 were always meant to be just to light up your door number, even though they won't be that very bright. To be honest, I would have thought that number 1 would pick me up from here, but yet it doesn't. It obviously needs to go higher up. But then, who has something hanging about that high? I had to make something for it to grab hold of. But number 5 definitely does seem disappointing. I don't think I'm being unfair, because what you have to consider is where you put the light. You put the light where you want it, not where it says it should be. Also, this is their first day of running, and I'm not going to stay here all night, but my question would be, how long do they last for? Because obviously this time of year, autumn, and then we've got winter yet to come, they don't have that much sun to charge up the battery. Some other solar lights I've got, they last for about 2 hours, if that. It says in the instructions they'll last for several hours deep into the night. No, of course they don't. Yeah, I can't really recommend a particular one, because they're all dim. And I believe number 4 isn't looking none too good either. I'm sure it's got dimmer than when I started. Yeah, it definitely looks dimmer. Oh well. They all came from AliExpress. I'm not blaming them. It's just that solar lights are cheap. Now you know why. If you liked this content, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't like this content, hit the thumbs up button 3 times. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.